Before we start the video, I just want to make sure you like the video and subscribe and push this video out. We're on a journey to 1,000 subscribers, so make sure you subscribe, right? Hey guys, I hope that you guys are doing amazing, okay? I wanted to come on here to talk about my raw vegan journey, okay? And as you guys will see, I'll either put in the beginning of this video or the end of this video, you guys will see me, prepping a raw vegan taco or burrito, okay? And I'll go over that. But I've been learning so many new meals on this journey, and so let's go to the beginning. So I've been raw for 24 days, and the reason why I made this transition, okay, is because I've been plant-based vegan for a number of years, probably up to about 10 years now, probably more, okay? It's kind of like losing me the exact date I became fully vegan, but I think it's been about 10 years or a little bit more than that. But anyway, when it comes to that, it's pretty much, of course, when you've been vegan for so long, it's like part of you. And I feel like now in 2024, it's so easy to be vegan because they have so many different restaurants options. They have vegan options these days. It's so much easier now than when I transitioned. Now, when I transitioned, it was much harder, especially in the area I live in. I'm from the DMV area, living in the DMV area. And back then, there was barely any vegan options, barely any vegan restaurants. People did not cater to being vegan. As a matter of fact, I feel like I got kind of bullied for being vegan. Not really bullied, but just a lot of people were just confused as to why, I was vegan, and just, they always want to know a backstory, okay? But I feel like now when you say you're vegan, nobody really makes a big deal. It's like normal now, it's pretty normal. But being raw vegan, transitioning into that, okay, that's a whole nother tier of, the health world. Now, I've been toying with the idea to do raw, or at least going on raw vegan journey for a long period of time, for about 4 years now. So it took me that long to actually be able to embark on it, because as you guys probably don't know, I love cooked food. Now, my diet I have a lot of raw foods in my diet. So I didn't think it would be as hard as it was. I was like, okay, now I'm going to transition into fully raw. I knew it was going to be hard, but I didn't know it was going to be as hard as it was, okay? So the first week, of course, was the hardest. But after that, kind of like, by now, it's not bad. It's not bad at all. It's going to take time for me to all the way get used to it, but we're on the 24th day now, so I'm like, okay, I already know what to eat, I already know my staples, and I'm more comfortable in it, okay? So why did I decide to be raw vegan? So the reason why, I'm going to be honest with you guys, was for more so spiritual reasons. It wasn't for really weight loss or health, of course. There's added benefits, of course. I've been on my health journey for years and feel the best I've felt in many, many, many years, right? And I've dealt with health issues in the past, as some of you guys that follow me that may know, fibroids and anemia and just so many other things, right? Until I went on my healing journey. So when it comes to being vegan, right? When it comes to me transitioning into raw vegan, I really wanted to do like a spiritual cleanse. And I'm not saying you have to be raw vegan and do a spiritual cleanse. You do not, right? But for me, spiritually, I was called to do this in a sense, okay? And, I always talk about, as a woman, we should be connected to our intuition. And intuitively, I was really called to do this. So that's why I'm not telling everybody they have to be raw vegan. I'm not, because listen, it ain't for everybody. But it is definitely, there's another layer of health when it comes to, being raw vegan and your body's not breaking down cooked food. Because man, the lightness that I feel being raw vegan is just like, I thought I felt light being vegan, but man, it's a whole other level when you're raw vegan. Of course, it's like similar to how I felt when I first went vegan. I remember that feeling like, man, this is amazing. Like, oh my God, I'm on cloud nine. I'm feeling that now. Okay, so let's talk a little bit about it. Now, the first week I was moving, okay, literally I started March 1st, and my initial thing was 31 days. We're gonna do all March raw vegan. And I was scared to do that. I remember telling my sister, she was like, write down 31 reasons why you're doing this. And I actually did, and I did that in my phone. I put that in the notes section of my phone, and every now and again I go through those reasons. But now I don't have to read them anymore because it's not hard for me to stick to it. Now, have I cheated? No. And I'm so proud of myself for not cheating, for not, going backwards. There's some people that embark on this journey. They may have a day or a meal where they, eat cooked food, but I haven't done that, and I'm so proud of myself, okay? Now, it was initially gonna be 31 days, and March 1st was my move-in date. I moved. So just my move-in process was crazy because it was very hectic and just very stressful. Moving is always stressful, but I feel like mine was like extra stressful, okay? But I'm settled in my new place. I love my new place. I love the new area, so I'm so excited. I'm happy that I moved. And but doing that, I would say never embark on a new diet when you're moving. It's just too much going on, okay? But I did that, and it was like, either you're about to be in a new place, I want a new, new energy, and just, again, taking my life to the next level. And I'm gonna be honest with you, like, in the last 24 days, a lot of shifts, okay? And now, am I saying that I had to be raw vegan to experience this? No, not necessarily, but for me and my journey, okay, it just made sense. I was just called to do it. I feel like I just needed that newness, right? So the first week, like I said, hardest. Now, when you are raw vegan, of course you're not having the cooked foods, right? You're not having the cooked foods, but what a lot of people don't understand is that, you may not understand this as well. Remember, you do, is that a lot of us do cling to food, or emotionally eat whenever we feel emotions coming up, right? So as humans, we don't want to feel uncomfortable emotions. So a lot of times, most times we suppress that with food. Some people with alcohol, going out, hanging out with friends, it's different things, right? Some people, have their vices, right? And for a lot of people, it's food, right? It's food. And you may not even notice that when you're having an uncomfortable, emotion, you may go to food. A lot of people, when they're bored, they eat, right? Those, maybe things from the past, things don't start creeping in, and you just eat to kind of like relieve that feeling. You may not even notice that you do that. So during this, especially, I would say I noticed this more so during the third week. A lot of like uncomfortableness, uncomfortable emotions started reappearing. Like, I was like, okay, stuff that I've thought that I've healed, things that happened years ago, even my dreams were more vivid. And I was like, okay, wow, a lot of heavy stuff was coming up, and just reading more about it, and even just watching a lot of, raw vegan podcasts and those things. I love those because they keep me on my journey, right? They keep me sane. When it comes to those things, they actually said it's normal whenever you're becoming raw vegan, because you don't have your outlets anymore, with your particular foods anymore. Like a lot of the foods you can't eat anymore, right? The cooked foods, the comforting foods. So you're just sitting there in your emotions, right? And emotions are not meant for us to hold. I always say that because as women, we hold a lot of stuff in the womb space. They're not meant to be held. They're meant to move through you. So these are things that maybe you haven't processed yet, or fully processed. So as the emotions were coming up, I was processing. They were very uncomfortable, but I was processing them and letting myself, okay, why is this coming up? Okay, maybe journaling. Sometimes I would say, okay, I let myself, allow myself to cry and things like that, depending on what it was and how much it affected me, right? But I allow myself to let it flow through me, not hold on to it, right? So, and I noticed that after doing that, I felt so much lighter. I noticed that after, releasing emotions and processing them, I also felt so much lighter, if that makes sense. So much lighter. Like even now, not just the way I feel, like my gut feels lighter, but my energy feels so much lighter, right? I don't feel a heaviness there, right? So, and even like a friend of mine noticed it. He was like, wow, you need to stay on this forever. I initially was gonna do 31 days, but then during the first week I said, you know what? I think I need more time because I feel like 31 days is too easy. It's not really easy, but I feel like 31 days is not gonna really do it for me because I really do wanna eat either a high raw diet, or maybe I will, embrace this as a forever thing. I don't know. I don't know. Now I'm even thinking, okay, maybe I should go a whole year. I don't know. But I will say that I'm definitely going 90 days. And then after that, I'll decide okay? But I do think that just how I feel, I mean, just 100 times better. And I was feeling great before, but just 100 times better, right? I feel like this is something definitely to stick to, okay? Yeah, and I know that if I ever went, or if I ever went back to cook food, I know that it will be hard for my gut to take, you know, especially going so long without it. When you are not eating cooked foods, again, I think I said this earlier, your gut doesn't have to break down all of this stuff. It's not working on breaking down all this cooked foods, because it does take our bodies, you know, a lot of energy to break down these foods, right? So your body's not using that energy. So then you have more energy. Again, that's why you feel this more lighter. You just feel more aligned. I can't even spiritually align. Just my intuition is like, it's even better than before. My dreams are so vivid. Like, I remember them. Because sometimes before I didn't remember my dreams, or sometimes I did, but sometimes I didn't. But I'm remembering all my dreams. As a matter of fact, I'm about to get a dream journal and start writing them down, because they're so vivid. Like, it's ridiculous. My foresight and just like answers are coming to me not like this. I'm getting downloads like this. It's just on another level. And I knew that even clearing my body, clearing my gut out like even more, I knew that it was gonna again take me on another level, okay? And even within these last 24 days have been I just seen so many shifts. Like, just over the last couple of weeks, I had a couple of posts even go viral, and just having so many more women come out of nowhere, find my channel, find my my Facebook, Instagram, TikTok. Like, I just been blowing up on those platforms even more so than before. I'm like, okay. Like, I don't believe in coincidences. So I know that it's all of it is connected. So it's just really been a blessing. And it's been a blessing just in all areas of my life. So I say all that to say, if you've been thinking about it, I definitely say go for it. Now, if you are, let's say, a meat eater, you're a meat eater, you struggle with your diet, I wouldn't recommend going cold turkey. Now, there's people that have and gone cold turkey, and they're like, okay, that's worked out for them. But for majority of people, it's really hard to go cold turkey from the standard American diet all the way to raw vegan. That's a big jump. It was hard for me to go from plant-based vegan to being raw, but I'm happy that I did. And I'm committed to for the next, what is it? 66 days, right? 66 days. I'm committed to it. And I'm just like, okay, these 90 days are gonna go by like this. I'm already almost 1/3 in, and feeling great. So I'm excited. I'm definitely going to do more videos, maybe like the second month of me being raw vegan, to let you guys know the updates, okay? And I'll be showing up some of my meals. I do a lot of acai bowls, like in the morning, like when I break my fast around like 12. Lots of fruits, and then like for lunch, I'll do like raw vegan burrito, or I'll do like a big old salad. I love my leafy green salad. Just put everything, all the vegetables, all the nutrients up in there, to get my iron and my protein. And I do lots of smoothies, and I'm just learning different things. And I'm just having fun with it, okay? I'm trying not to put too much pressure on myself, but then have fun with it too. Learning different recipes. Tabitha Brown, I learned a couple recipes from her, and definitely gonna look at more raw creators, getting more Facebook groups to look at more recipes, okay? So I'm excited too, because I just feel like even if you do it for like a few days, it's good. It's good to cleanse the body. It is, because a lot of us, we don't understand what we're like. Your body works so hard to break this stuff down, and now your body can focus on other things. When you are when you feel light, when there's not all this stuff in the gut, right? Your body can focus on actually healing, okay, thriving. I feel like with these 24 days, I even feel like I look younger. Maybe it's just me, I don't know. But I'm looking at my old videos before before I went raw vegan. I'm like, oh, okay, I feel like I look younger. Okay, I feel like in these last 24 days, but maybe it's just me. I don't know. I don't know if anybody else notices it. Maybe it's just me. But anyway, that's pretty much it. I wanted to just talk to you guys about this journey and show you guys an example of me making one of my staples, one of my favorites, my raw vegan burrito, and let you guys know it's not it sounds harder than it is. It sounds a lot harder than it is. Now, are you gonna struggle like the first week? Yes. The first week I was craving everything. My cravings were crazy the first week. I mean, I'm talking about from French fries to vegan burgers to things that I'm just like, wait a minute, like they were crazy. They just came at me full force. And I can literally say now, I don't really have cravings. Now, I did go to a vegan restaurant, Planta, with a friend. Yes, one of my friends, and who came from out of town. And it was a vegan restaurant. I was tempted to have the vegan brownie. I'm not gonna lie. That's part, like, I was just like, man. Because usually when I go to that restaurant, that's like one of the desserts I like the vegan brownie. But I was like, oh. So I just got sorbet instead as dessert. So yeah, lemon sorbet, which is actually really good. Okay, but yeah, so it's like that's probably the first time I had a craving in like days. You know, I haven't really had cravings anymore since like the second week, I would say. It's a lot easier now. It's a lot easier. So once you move past the hump, the hard part it should be easier, you know, the next 66 days, okay? Hey guys, so I'm showing you how I make my raw vegan tacos. This is not my original recipe. I seen Tabitha Brown make this on YouTube, and I was like, you know what? I kind of remixed the recipe a little bit, so I'm gonna show you how I do it, okay? And yeah, sorry if you hear noise in the background. I have one of my friends helping me set up stuff, so hopefully you guys can see it. I soaked some pecans for like 10-20 minutes, okay? And y'all, I'm not a chef, but we're gonna see how this turns out, okay? Now I'm using red peppers, okay? Red bell peppers and onions, putting that also in the food processor. Coconut aminos, I love this stuff, okay? Love, love, love this stuff. This is like a soy sauce replacement, and I saw Tabitha Brown using it as well in her video, so I was like, you know what? I had some, so I was like, we have to use this. Y'all, I don't measure stuff, I just put it in and, you know. So I've made these before, but I'm gonna use slightly different ingredients. Some of my ingredients are gonna be different. So this is like, I just want to like sun-dried tomatoes. She had actual sun-dried tomatoes in hers, so I wanted to use this sauce. This is actually one of my, I usually use this for pasta, but since I'm raw vegan, I don't eat pasta anymore. Well, maybe I will research a raw pasta recipe. We'll see. If you guys know any, definitely let me know. So I'm gonna just put like a couple of tablespoons of this in there. I don't know what I'm doing. We'll see how it turns out. We'll see. We'll see. I'm sure it'll be good though. So, and then I'm also gonna do liquid smoke. She also used this as well. So she, this gives it like a more of a meaty flavor. Then we're gonna use like just a little bit of pink Himalayan salt, just a little bit. Just a little sprinkle, a little dash. A little bit of black pepper. Okay. Cayenne pepper, of course, my favorite. This is like all-purpose seasoning. Okay, so then we're gonna blend it. All right. All right, so we got our meat. Okay, this is how it looks like. So, wow, it actually tastes really good. Oh my God. So here's the finished product. You guys see my big old burrito. So I guess it's raw vegan tacos, burrito, whatever. So it's cauliflower leaf. I made my own guac, put that in there. And we put in our, you know, our pecan meat or whatever you want to call it. And yeah, so I'm about to enjoy that. And I want to come on here because I've had people asking me, can you do some videos of meals that you make? I was like, let me just show you guys this. I've been posting pictures on my stories of like different, you know, like acai bowls I've been making and just different things I make. I'm trying to learn more recipes, but you know, we'll see as we go along, okay? Bye guys. So let me know if you guys have any questions. And ladies, I would love to know what videos y'all want to see, like when it comes to reproductive health. My channel, for the new subscribers and the old ones, hi and welcome. My channel is about reproductive healing, you know, healing the womb naturally, okay? Healing your fibroids naturally, you know, shrinking and getting rid of your fibroids, your ovarian cysts, rebalancing your hormones, restoring your hormonal balance, enhancing your fertility, okay? So important when it comes to healing the body, all right? So let me know, what videos would you guys like to see? I definitely want to do some more curated videos for Facebook, for YouTube, you know, because, you know, again, we're on a journey to 1,000 subscribers. So if you see this, make sure you subscribe and also like the video and send me, chat with me in the comment section. I respond back, all right? So love you guys. Have a great one. Bye.